In this video, I'm going to quickly go over how to use the free transform tool. And the first step is you have to select your shape. So I'm going to select my shape, clicking on it, and then go to this small box called the free transform tool. And you'll see that there's several options inside here. It does a pop-up with 4 different options. This first one says making sure that if you want to constrain your proportion, so if I click this and I make any changes, it will keep everything constrained. So you see that I'm not holding down shift, it'll just keep everything together. But if this is unchecked and I have this first option selected, I can hover over any of these points and transform it, move it around, right? Now, where it gets interesting is the second one. This is the perspective distort. When I hover over one of the corners, it allows me to pinch in or spread out within proportion. So if I wanted to create something, that looked like it was moving back in space, I'd come back to my selection tool, can shift that going up. So this is kind of faking this idea of a shape that moves back in space. Making sure I'm selected on my shape, coming back to the perspective distort, and notice that you can pinch in or pinch out. So this is really helpful if you're, constructing things going back in space. This last option is the free distort tool. And this one allows you to select a corner and shift it around and really reposition it however you would like. So I have this coming up like that. And of course, this works on any shape beyond squares. You can do it on triangles. You can do it on whatever shape you make. Holding down shift, or not holding down the arrow keys to get to my triangle tool, going back to free transform. If I go to the perspective distort, shrink it down to be more of an isosceles, or stretch it out to feel like it's angling down a little bit. So this is some ways to adapt these shapes, and these are things you can do using the direct selection arrow, the white arrow as well, but the free distort perspective tool is really helpful, I think.